Hi YouTube, Regina here. I am back with another video. I just did my sister's measurements yesterday and I thought I'll share some tips and tricks on how to measure your body properly. I like to measure my body at least once a month just to keep track of my progress, just because the scale is a straight up hater and sometimes does not show all the hard work that you're putting into your new lifestyle. So please try to find different ways to measure progress and like non-scale victories, such as like how your clothes is fitting, how your mood is, your energy level, your overall health, because that's just so important. And I know how discouraging it can be when you step on that scale and it's just not showing what you wanted to show. So yeah. So if you're interested in learning how to kind of like measure your body and some tips and tricks from me, stay tuned. This is my older sister Marina. I'm going to use her as a model to show you how I like to do the body measurements. Tip number 1, if you're doing your own measurements, stand in front of a full body mirror. Number 2, use a flexible measuring tape. I'll link the one I like to use down below in the description box. 3, when it comes to your neck, stay in a relaxed position and measure the midpoint between right underneath your jaw to the top of your shoulder. Both of us have like a certain line on our neck, so I use that as my point of reference every time. That also leads me into number 4, being consistent. So if you're gonna do the measurements in the morning, try to do the same time every time you measure. 5, measuring your chest. So this is where a mirror comes in handy. You're gonna wanna go to your side profile and find the widest part around your bust to measure. 6, I also like to take my measurements twice and use the average to get my final numbers for more accuracy. My sister's just holding her phone up because that's where she keeps her notes on her measurements from the past month. Number 7, again, you want to make sure that you are in a relaxed position. But for your arms, I like to find the midpoint between the shoulder bone and elbow of that arm. You could do both sides or just one, whichever you prefer. Some people like to do left arm, right thigh, just for more data. Again, it's just personal preference. Number 8, measuring your waist. So my mom taught me to find the belly button and measure the waist from there, but some people like to just measure the narrowest part of their torso. So again, when you do your measurements, just remember where you measure and be consistent with it. Tip number 9, your hips. So I would just again turn to the side and you're gonna wanna measure the widest part around your glutes. Number 10, your thighs. So I like to stand like shoulder width apart and then find the midpoint between the lower part of your glutes to the back of the knee. So the thigh is pretty tricky, and this is why I like to take measurements twice and get the average number, because it's difficult to find the same midpoint every month. Or you can also measure just the widest part of the thigh. Also, when you're measuring, you don't want to tightly wrap it around the body part that you are wrapping. Otherwise, that will give you an inaccurate number. You can tell that you're wrapping it too tightly if the measuring tape is like indenting into your skin. Tip number 11, the calves. So I would just find the midpoint between the knee and the ankle. And for tip number 12, the last and final tip I have for you is to be kind to yourself. Doing body measurements is a great progress indicator, but sometimes you might not have any changes. Just keep going. Keep your measurements on your phone in your notes, or you can print out a progress tracker, which I'll link one below. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel if you found that video helpful and you want to see more content like this. Also, please comment below what your non-scale victories are. I would love to know how you guys are thriving and how you like to measure your progress, and I'm sure other Ketobaes will like to know too. Keep glowing, keep growing, Ketobaes. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. See you at the next video.